Well, we have our first Fire and Ice leaks, and by leaks, I mean literally we have one leak. We have one card to look at. It's a very good card, but we'll go and look at it. Let's talk about a couple other things as well, because some things I want to get off my chest today a little bit, and also we'll be responding to some of your comments from yesterday, which I'm excited to do. Once again, I'll probably do that every single day, honestly. So any questions, comments, anything that I find interesting or that is probably thumbs up a lot, we will talk about at the end of our video. So let's begin with, once again, content, because a couple things came out today. First, the 86 plus base or triple threat hero player pick. If you guys want to buy coins, you can go to mmoxp.com. The link is in the description. Use my code JFC at checkout for a 5% discount, which, you know, does have some decent options in it. Repeatable twice. It's just an 85, but it does have a team of the week, and team of the weeks, you know, continue to be very expensive, right? I think they're actually the most expensive they've been in a while, right? They're 44K. I mean, they are stupidly expensive. And, you know, you can get like triple threat Yaya, triple threat Janola, but you're not going to. So please don't open this unless you really have nothing else to do. These gamble SBCs are just so not worth it right now, especially because like there are so many good icons that you can guarantee yourself to go and craft. Go craft a Rude Hullet. Even some of the lower guys like Del Piero, Ian Wright, these kinds of guys are going to be so good for you. There's no point unless you really just want to have fun and do a gamble SBC. You have to just be aware that what you're doing is probably not worth it, but you have to take the chance anyway. If you get something bad in that gamble pack, you can't be mad at anyone but yourself, because there's so many good SBCs to craft right now that please do not do any stupid gamble packs, okay? Please don't. Now, what I want to talk about too is the draft objectives that came out, because these are always great. Draft objectives are always so much fun to me. Draft's one of the best game modes probably, you know, in the game, and it's not really saying much because it hasn't changed in literally a decade. Yes, that's correct. I think we're in the 9th FIFA with draft and it hasn't changed. So yeah, it's almost a decade and it hasn't changed. So anything like this would be kind of nice, and we're seeing it, and I wish we'd see it more often, and yeah. But I want to talk about a couple things, because first of all, you know, we saw Javi Simons, Marta, and Jonathan David, who are all former SBCs, which we have another chance to kind of get again, which I kind of like, honestly. And yeah, they're just fodder cards really for most people, but some people maybe want that Marta or want this Jonathan David that they couldn't get, right? But I kept seeing this tweet on Twitter, how EA truly valued the Javi Simons SBC. You know, he's 168K when he came out, and now he's, you know, play one match at Ultimate Team Draft and you get him. Do people not understand, you know, the value of time? Like, this Javi Simons SBC came out, when was the date he came out? October 21st. That's 2.5 months ago. 2.5 months ago, that card was actually pretty good. Like, I don't understand how you can make this comparison at all. I saw it all over Twitter. I was stunned by it. And maybe people weren't too serious about it or whatever, but like, people need to understand the value of your time is so important too. Like, if you're somebody who hates everyone who spends money on this game, yet spends 8 hours a day on this game every day, it's not any better. It's really not. And I don't spend FIFA points myself, but if you're somebody who's on the game all the time, like, your time is so important. You have to realize how much value that has, and that if you spend some money here and there, I can't blame you. I don't do it myself, but if you spend a lot of time on the game too, that is, you know, just as consuming, just in a different sort of way, right? Anyway, rant over. We got Crossing Crusader today, which I'm actually really hyped up about, because there's some really good chains you can make with this. I'm about to do Ryan Sessegnon, who has like a 5-star card who looks insane. So there's a lot of really good cards off that. Go check that out if you did not see that. But here's our leak, and it is Heung-Min Son. The ice version of him apparently is going to look like this. Now, I find it odd that we have only seen one version of him. Now, I'm sure Sheriff probably has the other versions. I'm sure someone out there has got probably the whole team leaked already, but they're selling them in a Discord, right? We probably know this already. So I wonder if it's going to be a stat difference like the old Fire and Ice was, or if it's going to be a play style difference, right? That could really easily be the case, or position difference, right? There's a lot of differences that they could have here between the Fire and the Ice version of the card. So we'll have to wait and see about that. But yes, this is our literally one leak. And then Fudge Sheriff said he's off to have a happy new year. So by the way, happy new year to you. Hopefully 2024 is your year, and 2023 you can leave in the dust. If I take that back, we do have another leak. The menu theme is changing. It's going from snow to rain. So there you go. That's the other leak that we've got. But I also want to say, anyone else notice EA seemed to have forgot to refresh the Moments store when the season refreshed? If you have not seen, Moments is gone. They stopped releasing new Moments. They have completely, the store is no more. There's just the premium gold pack and the gold pack in here. These stories are all from the beginning of the game. The star gallery, you know, it's this, and that's it. There's no more promo packs, no nothing. Gold pack, premium gold pack, and that's it. So, like, okay, let me get this straight. We have maybe the worst catalog of game modes that I can possibly imagine for a video game. I know it sounds hyperbolic, but I'm not kidding. Go play any other game that you can possibly find anywhere. There is no worse selection of game modes than there is in this game. I don't mean rewards. You know, you get good rewards for playing this game. I'm talking fun. Fun, pure, casual, fun aspects of FIFA. These do not exist. It doesn't exist. We've had one new game mode in the last, what, 4 FIFAs? Like, Division Rivals was kind of new in, like, FIFA 21, I want to say. But Divisions has always been there. So if you ignore that, how many new game modes have we had since the deletion of the daily knockout tournament? We've had moments. Yes, fellas, we've had moments, and they've added more things to friendlies. Also, you can play co-op, which most people can't, and there's no like random matchmaking co-op, right? Go play with somebody that's random. You don't have that. So that means the one game mode they've added in 5 years, basically. They just said, fuck it, it sucks. We're not doing it anymore because no one plays it. I mean, it's like that Subway meme where it's like, I hate Subway. It's like, my brother in Christ, you made the sandwich. It's that, but, oh, moment sucks. Bro, you made this game mode and you've made nothing else for years. You have no excuses here. If you're going to completely get rid of moments and not care about it anymore, you better add a tournament or something. Go add a friendly that's basically a tournament. I don't know, add something. Listen, moments is it's not like moments is a great game mode, right? I think that it had potential, possibly, but they didn't do anything with it. Here we are with moments. They just said, shit, it sucks. No one plays it. Fuck it. We'll worry about other things. Bro, you guys have got to... Next year has got to be different game modes. I don't even care if you keep the same ones. Just add another one or two that you can play casually, everyday, repeatable rewards. Could be a tournament type. Could be whatever, right? I don't know. You guys make the billions. You fucking make something up, all right? Yes, I'm heated because, like, these game modes are so horrible. People don't really realize how bad they are. A lot of people only play FIFA, right? And that's just fine. You only have to play games you have fun playing. If you have fun playing FIFA, then just play FIFA, right? That's fine. But you don't understand how shit these game modes are until you play other games. I mean, good God. They are disgraceful and they just chalked one up. I mean, draft hasn't changed in fucking years. You know, obviously maybe they're gonna, add things in a little bit. They're just taking a break from it, which I would doubt, but, giving the benefit of the doubt right now, right? They basically just completely admitted this game mode sucks. The one thing you add in 5 years sucks. Like, I'm glad you acknowledge that, but, like, you better do something about it. Okay, next year better be different or add something this year. The friendlies obviously are not friendlies. It's SPMM nonsense sweatfest. There has got to be something else. And we do have an SBC coming today that is confirmed, and it's going to be Diatta. So we will see, how good that card is. Hopefully they make him good. League Gun links are fine. Nothing too crazy. Senegal links are obviously okay, but nothing crazy either. Hopefully Diatta gets pretty juiced. That'd be kind of nice there. And now let's go talk about the market. Right now we're seeing a slight Sunday sell-off, but nothing too much. And I think the reason we're seeing that is because the market will be in limbo probably from now until Team of the Year. You'll probably see some stuff rise a little bit here. But the last 24 hours, you see this just flat line in the market. I mean, that's kind of what it's going to be, I feel like. I don't think it's going to change too much. A good way to always tell how the market's doing and maybe a possible predictor on if you need to sell or not, look at the top gainers, top losers on FUTBin. And if you see some really expensive cards on top losers, it's usually a sign that okay, we're seeing some selling right now. Lev Yashin's on here at 1.34, but the thing with that is, like, he's a newer card. People might be just not liking him too much. There's really no other expensive cards on here, so that really isn't a sign to be worried about selling too much. And top gainers, usually you won't really see anybody because of the fact that it'll always be like fodder or informs for the most part, so you can't really look at that too much, but always look at the top losers. You can see some stuff and market momentum. I mean, FUTBin makes it so easy for most people. The market is starting to wake up, but really it's the exact same. It's just see this like a little slight rise here, like it doesn't really mean anything. But yeah, for the most part right now, you don't need to like panic sell anything because we're still a little ways away from Team of the Year. You just have to be aware that we're gonna see it go down more before Team of the Year. That's all you really need to know. So now let's get into some questions here from you guys, which, by the way, I don't know if I say it enough, but thank you just for watching every day, seriously. At Alex Holmes 8973 says, what is your opinion on everyone on this game claiming they hate the rats, but 95% of the player base are indeed the rats they claim to hate? The community is so horrifically toxic, and I'm not sure what it is that attracts these people to be this way. Love the channel. Well, thank you, Alex. What I will say is, I think probably the reason that you see a lot of people that are toxic on this game a lot is people in a lot of sports games, mainly a lot of one-on-one games, but FIFA especially, because of a reason I'm going to say here, they have this sort of thing where, like, there's like this perceived arrogance on the other side where it's like this person thinks he's better than me and I'm going to show him, right? There's a lot of that perceived arrogance there, but I think the main reason for this toxicity is just that when you are playing somebody in FIFA, you stand in the way of their packs, of their addiction, right? It's not just, hey, competition, you're trying to win and lose. It's win and lose, and also I need that dopamine, right? I need that like pack rush, and I won't get it as much if I lose this game, which can be really like psychologically different than a lot of other games, I feel like. And maybe that's me reading into it really far, but I do want to, that's kind of what I've always thought, right? I've always thought, like, I feel like gets really toxic because you kind of stand in the way of someone's packs, which means you stand in the way kind of getting their like fill of their addiction. So it ends up just being really like more vitriolic than usual. Does that make sense? And FIFA has always like for sure had this problem, and I wish it was not the case. If you give out free wins in Weekend League, I see you. Okay, I do it too. Okay, I love you. At Ryan Hodgson 6516 says, would love to hear someone talk about the fact they doubled the player base, probably more than doubled golds, but didn't either half the price of packs, double the players received, or double the promo team. Explains the horrible pack weight this year for me. And there is like some truth to this because pack weight is definitely worse this year. I think it's kind of safe to say there's a reason they're giving us 83 10s in November and December. Like there's definitely a reason for that. I still do like though that in one hand, they're not making the requirements more for things. So an 8310 still is pretty useful for completing SBCs, even though you're not going to pack something crazy in it, most likely. So I do, in one hand, still appreciate that they're not making the SBCs like more expensive in one hand. Like I'm talking the player SBCs, but at the same time, yes, there is going to be worse pack weight right now because of the fact that we got, I think it's like not quite double, but it's definitely a lot more gold cards. And that obviously is putting an effect on the pack weight, right? So I definitely think there could be a nice happy medium there where we get some better players in our packs, right? Maybe more rating guarantees, right? Maybe that'll be kind of nice. We got at Uday Singh 5022 who says simply, I farted. Anthony says you're saving hundreds of packs for Team of the Year. I'm saving 0. We will pack the same amount of Team of the Year with how the pack weight is. Listen, you might be totally right. Okay, I'll be honest. Last year, by the way, I opened like 400 and I packed 0. Some of you might still be here that were watching that stream. So you probably are right, Anthony. I'll be honest. At JJ SWAT says, finishing is so bad that players are shooting playstyle pluses will stay meta just because you don't have to think when using the ability. Ratty, yes, but I'd rather see if I can score 35-yard screamers with Bobby Charlton than tap-ins. Second part here, I understand, but people probably won't agree with some of that. But what is definitely true is finishing is so bad, players with shooting playstyle pluses will stay meta. People will soon start to realize that like finishing playstyles are so important. Like power shot plus, finesse shot plus are so ridiculously good. And there are other playstyle pluses that are very good too, don't get me wrong, but because finishing and scoring goals is the most important thing when it's really inconsistent this year, it's gonna stay probably the best as my guess. Finesse shot plus, power shot plus. If Travella plus affects shooting, you know, then that one too. I mean, that's probably gonna end up being the best ones this year. At least till we get Tots level where like 99 finishing on everybody, maybe that's gonna make it finishing better, but even then, I don't know. But let me know if you guys liked this. Thanks for your comments. I'll do this every day, so leave some more if you've got any questions or anything like that. I love you all. Since video, real soon. Peace.